What is biodiversity? Biodiversity is the variety of life in the area that is determined by the number of different species in that area.
Biodiversity increases the stability of an ecosystem and contributes to the health of the biosphere.
The variety of genes or inheritable characteristics that are present in a population comprises its genetic diversity.
Genetic diversity increases the chances that some species will survive during changing environmental conditions or during the outbreak of disease.
The importance of biodiversity. Most of the world's food crops come from just a few species. Wild species serve as reservoirs of desirable genetic traits that might needed to improve domestic crop species.
Biodiversity or biological diversity refers to the variety of species and genetic diversity in an ecosystem. Ecosystems rely on biodiversity for resiliency, health, and food.
It is the variety of life, including animal and plant species, genetic variation within species, and ecosystem. It is not only important to preserve biodiversity but also to have an understanding of it.
Biodiversity supports human and societal needs, including food and nutrition security, energy, development of medicines and pharmaceuticals, and fresh water, which together underpin good health. It also supports economic opportunities and leisure activities that contribute to overall well-being. Biodiversity supports everything in nature that we need to survive, like food, clean water, medicine, and shelter. There is a nutritional impact of biodiversity. According to the World Health Organization, biodiversity is a vital element of a human being's nutrition because of its influence to food production. Biodiversity is a major factor that contributes to sustainable food production for human beings. A society or a population must have access to a sufficient variety of nutritious food as it is a determinant of their health as human beings.
On the other hand, there are threats to biodiversity. The core threat to biodiversity on the planet, and therefore a threat to human welfare, is the combination of human population growth and resource exploitation. The human population requires resources to survive and grow, and those resources are being removed unsustainably from the environment.
The five major threats to biodiversity: habitat loss, pollution, overexploitation, invasive species, and climate change.
There are ways to protect the biodiversity and health society. First, supporting local actions committed to protecting and restoring biodiversity. Second, supporting institutions that promotes the protection and restoration of biodiversity.
Third, support local and regional projects aimed at tackling biodiversity loss. Fourth, buying fewer products and making sure the products you do buy minimize the impact on biodiversity.
Fifth, investing in ways that promote biodiversity. And sixth, reducing waste of consumer goods like food, clothes, electrical appliances, and etc.
7. Recycling. 8. Educating children about biodiversity, ecosystems, and the threat they face and the opportunities to restore them.
9. Plant a tree. And lastly, respect local habitats.
In the next clip of video, you will see the way we do our advocacy by doing brainstorming with our groupmates.
The unity of nature, loving people, whose goal is to preserve, protect, and keep the environment healthy. And our mission is to let the planet go on.